swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense comes onto the field first today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Oh, he's got some space. Pass to 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ponga. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll give it to him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moses. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last... years. Extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking for a man. It's Hester. Fires to the big fella. And the defense drags him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He caught it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Having a nice game like that on 1st down. If you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You can see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Moses. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to find the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the quarterback sneak. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. At the 45 on his way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now on 2nd down. Bootleg and rolling out. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his 1st sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. So they were able to put up a 3-spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Punga. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. Him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. A run for the quarterback. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Dropping back, it's Hester. That's caught. It's Leonard. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Gunderson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from the wall. Turning it on! He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Power football with the run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On third down, he drops the throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Hester. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He's in open space downfield. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gunderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Moses. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Moses. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense working from the pistol.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moses. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So, it's a fumble. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Just keep slinging it. Caught. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Just drives it between the uprights.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time on target. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Moses. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Hauls it in. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today at Oxford. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Punga. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moses. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Moses. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw again. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. They just weren't able to come down with that one. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more consistent. Again, the pass, this keeps everything in balance for this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Let's go. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the pummeling has started.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 4 over Arizona. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped in the backfield. He's 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Looking for space. It's moved. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wants to fire on second down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He's got it. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got him downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Makes the grab past the marker. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Starting to feel a little pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. A little release to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Love the... nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Norrat. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
They'll try the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Man down on the play. Officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Ambrose. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. He can't make the connection, it'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Under fire. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Booker. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Bring in the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Caught in the backfield, it's Booker. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Offenses ice football games in the 4th quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Using his feet to buy time. To the 15. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Give to the running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to bully their way in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off. But
oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. As that shoulder delivers the blow. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. This offense has it with really good field position. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Working that left side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. He wants to throw it. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And these linebackers are flying around, and they like to bring the boom. What a great job playing physical, setting the tone, and letting them know, don't come over the middle of my field.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Moses. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Throws toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing right. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.